What's up, everybody? It's Cyrus Bolooki, the drummer of Newfound Glory here. On tour for the 10th anniversary of Newfound Glory's self-titled record. We just reissued it and put it back out. But we're on tour with a whole bunch of awesome bands, and one of the crazy things and awesome things I wanted to say is that all four of the bands on this tour were all Vater drummers, and all of us are using our Vater sticks tonight and everything. So I have two of the three other drummers on tour with us right now. We have Spencer and Tymm from Saves the Day and Fireworks. Aaron from Hello Goodbye is actually here in the building, but he's working right now. Couldn't take him away from main priority, which is getting his job done. So I wanted to ask these guys some questions. I think you guys may have heard from me before, but let's talk to these other guys and see what the deal is. So first off, why don't you guys introduce yourselves? I kind of already did, but just tell everybody who you are, tell them who you play for and everything.
My name is Spencer, and I play drums for Saves the Day.
Hey, everything's okay. I love you.
I'm Tymm, and I play drums in Fireworks.
You don't need maps when you know where the sidewalk cracks.
So now that all that's out of the way, let's.
Cool. So now can we like just be homies and like hang out?
We can relax. It's all
Alright,
good. So this is where the hard part starts. All right. So first off, I just want to know like influences from you guys. I got tons of them, and we've all heard about those. But why don't you start with Spencer? Like drumming influences.
It's anywhere. I guess it started with like, I don't know, probably a Garth Brooks record or something that my mom played, and then somehow morphed into. I don't even know. I can't even go through that thing.
Maybe Tymm can help.
Yeah.
Tymm, what about you? Influences? Did you start playing drums?
I feel
drummers you look up to?
my drumming beginning is kind of the more typical way to get into stuff from our genre. I didn't play drums, but I listened to punk rock music and wanted to play music with my friends. I play guitar, but we didn't have a drummer, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Maybe that may not be what people want to hear, but just kind of the way it happened.
Ditto. Same here.
I learned to play drums by listening to like NoFX records and listening to Descendants records and being like, wow, that sounded cool. I'm gonna try and do that. And I don't know, especially like Bill Stevenson is probably like my biggest influence. Helped me build up all my chops and learn to play the fast singles the way he did.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, as you can tell, all of us, like I said before, we're all using Vater sticks, but none of these sticks are exactly the same. There's actually 3 different models, some different kind of style stuff going on.
Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to ask both of you guys. Oh yeah, look at this. Spencer's got some new sticks here.
You
First off, why don't we all just describe what we're using and maybe even how you got to this stick? Because I know for me, right now I'm using the Nude 5Bs, but this is definitely not the first stick that I used for Vater. I used the Fatback 3As when I first started and went through a whole bunch of different styles before I landed on this one. So we'll start backwards. Tymm,
Cool.
why
Okay.
don't you tell us what you're using and why?
I'm currently using Vater Rock. They're like tree trunks. They're nice and long, nice and heavy. I don't know, I like the kickback because they're so long, and I feel like I don't have to assert myself as much, but I've noticed lately I choke up a lot in the stick, and I've actually been considering moving to the Universal, which Spencer uses, or Fatback 3A, one of the two. I came from a few different sticks. When I first started playing drums, I used a 5B, I feel like most people did, but I feel like I wanted something heavier, so for years I played a 2B until I discovered these. I was like, oh wow, something even bigger, and decided to try the Rocks, and I've been super happy with them since. But lately, opening my mind to maybe a shorter stick.
Word.
Yeah.
I have been playing Vater since high school. So it's awesome that like now that I've made a career out of this to still be with the company that I wanted to be with, and not so much a company that's will hook you up just because you're in a touring band and like sleeping on the side of the road or whatever. And I started with the Fatback 3A, and we've definitely gone through a lot of different models. Fatback 3A to the Universal, down to the Fusion, to the Gospel Fusion, to the 3As, back up to the Universal. And now I'm trying the nude ones. Cyrus got me onto the unfinished side of things, so we're gonna check that out tonight.
Yeah, and for me, the nude thing was just all about like I have been using grip tape for a long time, and I just felt like it was almost a crutch. Like I didn't want to have to think about I have to wrap a stick to use it. And Brooks Wackerman from Bad Religion actually was the one who turned me on to Nude 5Bs. He was using them a couple years ago, and I started using these. I love the finish of them. it's kind of funny what Spencer was saying. Like, I'm actually right now kind of going through this whole, do I need this stick or maybe something a little bigger or smaller? But I do know for sure, I love the new finish, and I think Spencer's going to enjoy these sticks. And, you know, maybe Tymm may do this in a little bit.
We'll see. I've tried them before. They tear my hands up. I got to get used to it, you know?
You just got to get your hands to look like that. It's gross.
I'm not
Anyways.
a man. No ciders.
Yeah. Well, besides that, we'll talk about other stuff. Another question I want to ask both of you guys is, like, either warm-up routines, or do you have certain things that you always try to do either while you're on the road, before you play, or maybe even while you're home? Do you have certain kind of like things that help you keep up your chops? I'm sure
Yes,
you have a mouthful to tell us right now.
Let's hear it.
Okay, on tour, you don't get as much time to practice, at least for me, because there's always something going on, like, and I just want to hang out with, like, my friends and whatever. But definitely warming up consists of 45 minutes on a pad. And I used to have this crazy schedule and, like, or not schedule, but routine, crazy, like, you know, stick to the sheet I had, and it was just like, as long as I can stretch and do certain stretches and be warm walking out, I'm fine with that. But that, you know, it's drumming's like a full body thing for me, so it's like, you know, stretch out my legs and whatever.
Yeah, I adhere to the same exact kind of thing.
Yeah.
Same here.
And then while we're home, that's where it gets crazy, because I've been blessed enough to make this a career and like a full-time job. So when I'm home, it's all practicing. Like, I practice 6 hours a day and do my crazy pad stuff and just treat it like a job, because that's what it is, you know?
Very true.
So I need to say
So,
Yeah, I hear that too.
yeah, but I also don't have any friends at home, like, because I lock myself in the shed all day, you know what I mean?
But it definitely shows when you play. Not the whole no friends thing, but, you know, the practicing and stuff.
Yeah, you mustn't be popular.
I seriously have no friends back home.
One thing I wanted to ask you, Tymm, you sing a little bit when you play.
Yeah.
Is there, you know, anything, do you have to like change your technique, you know, when you're going to sing? Is there things you have to do differently because of that?
Yeah, totally. I mean, it took a long time to find a mic position that worked for me because of the way I stroke. I'd always end up hitting the mic, and I sometimes run into that problem still.
Yeah,
but
tree trunks hitting a mic may not be the best
exactly.
thing, huh?
I've knocked mics off stands, and, you know, the worst things have happened. I've noticed for me, as far as my grip and my stroke goes, when I sing, I shift my body to the right a little, and actually like lower my arm to my leg while I'm playing. And so when I'm singing, it's just like all opened up over here, so that doesn't happen. The disadvantage is I'm not hitting as hard, but I mean, I feel for us, we need a lot more of the background vocal stuff to carry us, so
Gotcha.
I've always thought it was the important thing.
Do you ever, like, do any breathing things with that?
Yeah,
Like,
I,
do you have to learn how to, like, that's weird, I'm sure.
Honestly, like, I never anticipated
Like
I sing
running
in the
out of
car.
breath or something?
I do the things that everyone does. And so when I got on stage, start singing, I was like, I can't finish one line. One line I can't finish.
Wow.
It takes so much out of me, and especially when I'm playing and doing so much out of my body. It was really rough. I learned things from different singers and different people, like little techniques to do. Like while I'm warming up with my playing, I also will hum and also do like high ear exercises that Chris taught me. Just like little things like that that really help open up my vocal cords. And like you said, go to the stage warm. I always want to feel prepared and, you know, like I'm warmed up and ready to go.
Gotcha.
What do you do for warming up?
For me, warming up, it's kind of reminiscent of what you were saying. The biggest thing is it's full body warm up. You know, if I have enough time to sit there on a pad and really work with the sticks, I definitely will. But before I even get to that, I want to be stretched kind of fully.
Right.
Because at least with me, it's a lot of power up there, a lot of energy being used, and just a lot of motion. So, you know, maybe I swing my arms more than the average drummer would need to.
You hit hard, but you have a really long set on this tour too.
That's very true. And a lot of that is just endurance, you know, like when we started this tour, I felt like I got really tired really quick in the first couple shows, and obviously it feels a lot different now, but, you know, I can definitely tell if I don't warm up, you can feel yourself getting stiff. You may have to play a little different, you know, during the set because of that. So it's always a good thing, and it may not even be the same exact warm up every day, but I just have to feel kind of limber. And make sure I'm ready to get up on stage, and then let adrenaline take the rest of it, and hope that I don't get hurt afterwards.